Since the movie Jaws debuted some 20 years ago, the shark has aroused curiosity and fear in just about everyone who ventures into the water. Mike Zimmett journeyed aboard the CB in search of the monsters of the deep.
The water off Long Island has been home to Hank Lunde and his CB fishing charters for over 20 years. On this day, Lunde and mate James Counts are out to catch, then tag the blue shark, familiar to Long Island anglers.
The blue sharks are really, I think, the tamest of all the sharks that we catch here. They don't tend to fight as hard as some other sharks. They're very plentiful this time of year when the water's still cold.
The CB journeyed some 20 miles offshore, and the first part of bagging a shark, chumming the water to create a tasty slick for the fish.
The sharks are generally around the bottom. What the chum's going to do is bring them up to the surface. This time of year, the sharks are migrating, so you got a good chance that there'll be sharks moving and move through the chum slick and then follow it up to the baits.
While sharks were entering the area, Lunde, the science department chairman at Hempstead High School, reeled in a couple of 15-pound bluefish, a fighter in its own right. But several minutes later, a 150-pound blue shark took the line.
That's a big blue shark.
Counts, a former student of Lunde, has been on the CB charters for 10 years. He says the thrill of testing the water is still there.
Just the action being out there, knowing that you have bait in the slick, knowing that there's a fish in the slick, grabs the bait, begins to run. That's the biggest thrill for me.
While sharking is still big for those with a huge taste for adventure, the sport has been on somewhat of a decline the past few years.
I think the shark fishing was a little bit more popular back when Jaws first came out. Doesn't seem to be as much interest in the charter industry now in sharking.
But on this day, the most satisfying moment is knowing you can enter the world of the shark, catch it, and then let it return to its natural home. Mike Zimmett, News 12, Long Island.
NBA Commissioner David Stern